Yo, May 4th, 2023. It's a Thursday. So I'm just hop right into it, right? This whole this whole thing, right? This whole journey, right? Started in August. Started in I'd say like July. Right? I want to be a champion. I want to be a champion. I want to be great. I want to be the best version of myself. I want to become the version I always wanted to be. The thoughts, everything started late July. The audio file started in January. The work was going on the whole time, from August all the way to now. And it's been like shedding. It's been constant shedding of my old self, right? And as the seasons progress, it's been like new challenges come up where I gotta like go through and shed an old piece of me every time. I'd say earlier in the season it was like the first challenge that I had to shed. I mean the challenges have got harder as the season's gone on, right? But like the first challenge I had to shed, right, was letting a strikeout early in the game deteriorate my whole day. Boom. That was like first game. That was like the first game. The first game I had that one, and it was letting a home run, arrogantly ruin the rest of my day, right? Both of those in the first day. That was like two challenges I had to shed, right? The second the second doubleheader, the following weekend, I probably had one of the best hitting performances of my life, but I hit every ball right at somebody. Before I would have threw my helmet, before I would have threw my helmet, it would have been an awful day. Everyone would have thought I had an awful day, but I didn't take it like that. I shed that piece of me. Then as the season progressed, obviously there's more. Let me go in detail on those later, but then there was the strikeout thing. I probably had like two games where I had like a hat trick, right? In the middle of the season there. Sprinkled in two spots, two games. And all that was just me just trying to force everything. I was trying to force it. I was worried about results, not about the process. I shed that. Now I'm back on the process. Back on the process. And like all of those things are deeper, and like you can go in deeper on those, of course, like at another time, but just I'm going somewhere. Follow me, follow me. Keep going. Then it was for like a stretch of like 2 weeks I was challenging myself to focus from at bat from the first at bat of the day to the last at bat of the day. I wanted all 8 at bats, all 9 at bats, all 10 at bats of the day to be focused, where I was focused on the process and I was working. And I succeeded in that. Well, then people are like, well, if that's you figured it out, why don't you stay with it? Well, like everything's always changing, dog. Like that was just like a little phase. And then I'd say the most recent week, right, is like this old habit I have right when that season's ending. When you can see the season starting to end, you can feel it. Last games of the regular season, postseason starting. My whole life, I've always like started to look beyond to the starting the next chapter. When like most scenarios, like summer baseball, summer work, the next thing. I've always been one excited to start things, right? I'm always excited to start things, but I've always struggled with finishing things. So this past week it's been like a battle. It's like brought a lot of anxiety back. that I thought I shed, but now I was just kind of hiding. Just brought it back to life. Like, I gotta finish this thing, right? And the anxiety caused from like wanting to start the next thing and not being present for the current thing, right? Because anxiety is about the future. Like, I'm thinking about doing all this other stuff that's yet to happen, but I'm not worried about where I am right now. And so that's like right now, right? And I feel I'm coming out of that. And this is like the pinnacle stage, right? I've told you about all these little intricacies that I've shed, these old versions of me that I shed, these old habits. And then we reach the pinnacle, right? This weekend, this Saturday, first round of the playoffs. We got a 3-game set. We win the 3-game set, we're in the Final Four for the conference. Anything can happen. Double elim, anything can happen. You already know. But like, we just played a game on Saturday, excuse me. And I was like, man, like I just low key want the season to be over. Like, I'm having these thoughts, but then I'm thinking like these new thoughts too. I'm like, yo, you've been talking about being a champion for months now. What you talking about? You letting that old version of you speak like that right now? And he got to me for a few at bats. You know, he got to me for a few at bats. I gave in, and I even gave in to like Monday, Tuesday, like yesterday or 2 days ago. Like, I was struggling. I was like, what's going on, man? What's going on? Like, what do I want? What do I want? What is the older version of me doing? How did he get through this? What do I want out of this? But the reoccurring theme was people kept telling me to just have faith. Just have faith. My boy told me to keep having faith. My coach told me to keep having faith. And then I read it somewhere, keep having faith. This word faith kept popping up. And I'm like, all right, I got you. Like, it's just taking me somewhere. What's going on right now? So I just kept going, plugging through the days, not really trying to like force my typical routine on myself, just kind of going through the days as like what I wanted to do. I knew I needed to catch up on some sleep. I did some sleep. I knew I needed to catch up on some homework. I did some homework. I wasn't really trying to like do what I typically would do because that's what it got me here. The past few days I haven't woken up as early as I've been to go to the gym and do that. I've been just kind of like doing yoga. I've been relaxing, catching up on my sleep, like I said. I've been kind of, you know, recharging in a sense. I've been branching out, eating some different foods I haven't eaten in a while. Because I've been so locked in, I've been so disciplined, I've been starving myself of certain things that attain the level of focus that I've gotten to. But now, just recharge. This final shed, this final recharge, this final reshed, your final shed, excuse me, to go into the postseason and do what I've been saying I want to do for months. I've been thinking about for months. I've been talking about for months. We're on the cusp of the Final Four. And I've been thinking about this for months. I've been thinking about this so long since like when people was laughing at me for saying it. And now we hear and people are starting to believe that, yo, we could do this. So I'm telling you right now, on May 4th, Thursday, May 4th, 2023, after all this work that we've done, and there's still a few more days of work. We got today and tomorrow. We still got to go handle our business on Saturday. But that Saturday, this Saturday, 7, 6, 6, that's the day. That's the day we pierce through all this old versions of myself, the old, what the school, like the old stigma the school has on it of not being successful program. Like this Saturday's the day that all that's gone. And I proved to myself what you've been working on. It's been within you the whole time. It just took this journey to unlock it and unlock and unlock and unlock. But Saturday's the stage that I can prove what I've been thinking about, what I've been speaking about, what I've been moving like. It's all gonna come to reality, and that's it. That's it, man. Hilbert Hawks, 2023 AMCC Conference champions. I said this in July, August, man. Like, and God and brought me through this whole journey to like show I can do it and I'm capable. He took the team on this whole journey to show that we're capable and able. Challenges, yes, and there's downtimes, yes, but law of polarity. You gotta feel some sad. You gotta go through some tough to feel that grace, to feel that smooth, to feel those good times. And the Saturday's the start to it. I shed this last version of me, this last old version of me. The big moment, I'm bigger. The big game, I'm more focused. Want me to lead, I'm a lead. The best version of me to date, only becoming better, and this is it, man. This is it right here. I'm telling you. Hilbert Hawks, baseball, 2023 AMCC Conference champions. In about 10 days, that's going to be the case. And this final week and a half, just grinding. Bringing it to life. We got all the roots we need. Now it's about to go capture them fruits. You can't have the fruits without the roots, but we've been planting the roots, and they're deep. They're deep, I'm telling you. Now it's time just to go capture all that. And on May 13th, May 14th, you're going to see that I haven't just been talking crazy for the past few months. This is all part of the plan. God's plan, my plan, the vision. It's going to be executed, I promise you. Peace.